Hi, this is my submission for the build Java tool for combining JPEGs into single PDF. I know that the title for the challenge is like really misleading because I have not built any Java tool. I'm using the whole Salesforce native force.com functionality to build this tool, and you don't really need a Java tool to do this functionality features. So in this for this challenge, I did like I know that most of people have already done this one. So I did like added three additional features. So let me go ahead and demo you all the three features that I've done. So the basic one is pretty much simple. It says that you have to consolidate the expense records attachments into single attachment PDF document and attach it to like the parent. So if you take I have created the expense report which is a parent and then the expenses which are children. So expense report is a period after dark, and then the expenses are food and drinks, and the cost you can see 1,025,000, and each and every child record has some attachments to it. So in this case we had one attachment. You can see this is one attachment, and for the food you have another attachment. So this is another attachment. So the challenge needs, as per the challenge, it needs to consolidate both and it need to attach it to the parent. So I added a button called consolidate. So you click on this button and boom, so it's done. So it's attached. So it has consolidated all the children records, receipts or the images, and it attaches. And you can see that it says after dark and it says a date. And if you look at this, you can see both the images attached into one PDF document. So that's basically what the challenge was expecting to be done. So let me go ahead and do another thing. So just for fun, I would say. So this has three attachments and this has four attachments. Actually, these are all small logos. So let's go ahead and attach them, consolidate. So it did consolidate. So it's done. So all you have to do is click that button and you are good. So it consolidated everything into one big PDF document. So the other part is I have seen like lots of comments back and forth. What if a user clicks on the consolidate multiple number of times? So what I did was I added a custom label basically. So if you, it's a pretty simple one. So I just don't want to spend a lot of time on that. So I added a custom label called multiple expenses or create multiple expenses set to true or false. So what it does is you click on the consolidate, and if you think that nothing changed, no new expense record is added, so it's gonna look at that custom label, and if it is set to true, it's gonna create another record regardless of any regardless of any additional child record added. But if you set it to false, it's not going to create if no child record is added. But if the child record is added, I mean, the custom label doesn't come into picture. So it creates either way. So that's how it works. So let me go ahead and delete this. Delete this one as well. So uh, I just wanted to show you other thing that I did, which is a search. So you can basically consolidate and generate. There is a tab that I added. It's a search page. So you can search for different expenses. Just give some searching and it says that these are the two ones. So you can multi-select and you can consolidate as PDF. So it says it's done. So you see that this expense report is not having any attachments. So it says that no attachments found, but for this one it did add. So let's go ahead and see. So you see that it added it back at 76. But what about the other one? The other one says that yeah, there are no expenses, so it says no attachments found. So that's the search part of it. So you can click on it and you can search for choose it, consolidate, and it's done. Let's go to the video and you can see this attachment. Yep. Isn't that fun? So another additional feature I added is the batch processing. So I know that you were talking about eventually in the future you wanted to build something in the batch, and you wanted to do it so that it calls the Java if there is a Java app. So what I did was I already built a batch processing. I just wanted to uh, basically utilize the same functionality that I built to build the batch. I know building a batch is kind of complicated and very limited, and I would say it might be like a hackish way to do it, but I mean, it works really good. All I did was I created a web service, HTTP REST service, and I'm calling the HTTP REST service from Salesforce to create these attachments. So I'll write up the notes for the technical details, but I just wanted to show you how batch works. So now I deleted all the expense reports. So now let's go ahead and execute a batch job. So this is the batch job, consolidate batch. You just need to pass in the session ID and execute the batch. So let's do that. So now I executed the batch job. So let me see if the batch is already done. So it would send an email if the batch is done. So this is the email, and it says that it processed one batch with 0 failures, which is really good. So let's go ahead and see if it attached the reports. So there you go. So you can see that this is the attachment, and there is another one. So it did attach it, so we are good. So whenever a batch job runs, you can basically schedule this batch job by going to Apex Scheduler, create, develop, I'm sorry, classes, schedule Apex. So you can schedule this batch job over here, and you can set it to run once a day just to make sure that the whole consolidation stuff is happening. And one thing I would do is I would set that custom label to false so that it doesn't really like duplicate creating the reports every day. That way it just consolidates for the new ones and it leaves the ones that are already done, so you don't have to worry about creating the multiple ones. So that's basically it, and that's all I had. And so I hope you like my challenge. This is kind of a pretty interesting one, but I hope you like it. Thank you. Let me know, send me or shoot me an email or anything if you have any other questions. Thank you. Bye bye. Yes, one another thing that I forgot is to tell you about the custom labels for the objects. So there was a requirement which says that they should be easily changing the custom label like the object name. So I added two custom labels which I'm referencing in the whole in my code basically. So you can easily change these values to whatever you want for the child and the parent, and it will definitely I mean my code is not gonna break, and it will still work uh, with the different objects names as well. So that's basically it. Thank you.